Welcome, wonderful Pisces. This is your June 2022 Astro/Tarot reading. As you can see, I already pre-shuffled the overall energy for you. So we're going to start off with these oracle cards. That's also relating to your finances part of the reading. We're going to clarify these cards with some tarot and astrology cards as well. After that, we're moving on to the love part of the reading. And lastly, I'm gonna answer and give you guidance on specific question of yours with this beautiful deck here. So before we get started, let's take a minute to get grounded. So please take a deep breath and relax your body. Now imagine yourself in a big bubble of white light. Allow yourself to feel it transmuting all the negative energy into positive. Please take a deep breath and relax your body. Now imagine having big roots like a tree. Let your roots grow as deep as they can into earth. Allow yourself to feel as one with Mother Earth. Please take a deep breath and relax your body. Now feel the connection with your higher self, your angels and archangels. Allow them to help you every step of the way and set the intention now to have a beautiful month. Thank you, wonderful Pisces. Let's dive right in. We're starting off with the Seven of Fire, which would be Seven of Wands, and we have cinnamon there. So Christmassy vibes. We have initiation with fire element and aragonite. Then we have consciousness with third eye chakra and lapis lazuli. We have Tejas, and we have Pluto. Alrighty then. So this card in the book specifically talks about ancestral power and healing as well. I'm seeing Pirates of Caribbean for some reason. So maybe some of you should watch Pirates of Caribbean to actually, get some flight of inspiration or initiation and bravery. Okay, so with this also Tejas and the consciousness and the Pluto, I think you have the power and you have the knowledge to actually help other people, okay, and to create something that will help other people, that will transform their life with Pluto here. I think you are just afraid, okay, with this initiation. I think you're just lacking this this willpower and a drive to just start, okay? Maybe you're fearful of this not going well or whatever, and I think it might have to do with something that you're dragging ancestrally, okay? So maybe it's time for you in June to do some ancestral healing. And now what you can do, you can actually clear some trapped emotions in your body. We have some inherited trapped emotions in our body that might not be good. I think it's time for you to get rid of that with this flame. You can actually hire like a freelancer energy worker who does like emotion body code and decode some of the ancestral patterns that you're carrying, because I think it might be stopping you from sharing this beautiful knowledge that you have that can help the entire generations of humanity here on earth. Okay, so aragonite, the stone here, can help you actually remove this fear, or to actually face it. What is a fear? Mostly people, what they fear is like fear of the unknown. Okay, and Pluto is here also to help you like face your fears. Okay, and Pluto is transiting your 11th house of social media, of online presence, like big organizations and etc. And Pluto is kind of wrapping up his transit over there. It's still gonna linger for some time, but you can actually make an impact like on the entire world with the Pluto being there, and with you sharing your consciousness and the knowledge that you have, because you do have a lot that can help, but I think you're just keeping it for yourself. Okay, I think your hands are here and you're just enjoying this energy, but this we need to help the world actually raise their consciousness and raise their vibration, because you are limited if you share this just with yourself. You are limited. Why? Because we are all here together, guys, and the more people we evolve and help raise their consciousness, the much higher the vibration of the planet will be. What does it mean? Then it will be easier for you to access this energy, then it will be easier for you to manifest it, and it will be easier to tap into this energy. You know, as long as a lot of people are staying on a negative polarity, it's much easier to actually tap into those energy, and much harder to manifest positive change. So that's why it's important that you share your knowledge with the world, and that you guide others as well to reach this higher state of being, and being in this higher vibrational states as well. Because it's important, you know, the vibration of the whole planet affects us, okay? Somebody once asked me, like, they said, like, they're doing all the right things, you know, and they still kind of feel, you know, bumped and whatever. And I told him, you know, it's not just about you. We're all in here together. Just think of the example of like monkeys who learn how to open coconut, I think, or something along those lines. They learn to use some tool somewhere in Australia. And somehow monkeys in America also apply the same knowledge, even though the monkeys from Australia didn't tell them how to use it. It's just consciousness, you know, of the species. We share the subconscious connection. So that's why it's important that you elevate other people and introduce and share your knowledge, what you have, how you can make the world a better place, so that we can you know, all be in this together, and that way you will feel better and your manifestation will go faster, and etc, etc. So how does this apply to your Monday daily life? So if you do have some knowledge that you can share with the world, perhaps it's time that you make a job out of it. You know, maybe be a healer, be a guide, be a psychologist, be whatever, be an astrologer, be a tarot guide, whatever you can do. You have some knowledge, it's right here. I'm telling you, it's I know you have it, and you keep it for yourself. You know, you're just, I think, afraid of what might other people say, but you have all world to work it. You don't have to work this. If you're like living in a country where people are not so open to spirituality or to any of these things that we here do, you don't have to do it with the people there. You can do it online. You can share with like-minded people. You can join like-minded groups, and you can find other ways to channel your knowledge, and you can make a book with a pen name. It doesn't have to have your name on it, you know. Okay, there are many ways, and you're a Pisces, you definitely know how to hide. Okay, so if that's stopping you, you just, you know, explore other ways how you can actually deliver this your consciousness, and to share it with the world. Okay, all right, let's clarify a bit more with tarot here. Okay, so this is not giving me any like specific informations for your job. It's just giving me that you need to do some ancestral healing in order to actually move forward. Perhaps for some of you, ancestral healing will do, who are not so much in this spiritual knowledge. Okay, but I think you have something to share with the world, definitely, here with all these cards. So let me just clarify a bit more with tarot, that we have a bit more information. You can also open your third eye with the lapis lazuli. It will be much easier job to do, to expand your consciousness, and to perhaps find the ways how you can free yourself and be open to sharing your knowledge with the world, because it is important. You know, it's important to shine and to share with others your findings. And again, like I said, if you don't have like-minded people in your area, there is a whole world today, access to the internet. And I'm guided to the cinnamon. Okay, so maybe, you know, just pouring yourself a nice cup of cinnamon, spice, anything like tea or whatever will help you like get into your space. And perhaps you can work with some objects as well to help you kind of on your journey of how you can actually make this wish come true. There is something that is needing to be shared. Okay, we have the Hierophant. Yes, you have some kind of knowledge, you have some kind of skill. Maybe you can learn some other people how to use it. Okay, you are connected to the divine, and it's time to share that knowledge, guys. We have the Justice, we have Four of Pentacles, we have the Moon reversed, and we have Three of Wands reversed. We did have 3 similar set of cards for the past reading for the Aquarius. So you might have something in Aquarius because, for example, the Mercury and the Venus can't really move a sign away from the sign that it's in, or the one behind or in front of it. So some of you might have something in Aquarius, so you might look at the Aquarius reading for like further more clarification. But what I'm guided here to tell you is also with the Justice card that you approach the business that you have, or like if you're working somewhere, that you approach your job with a Libra kind of attitude. Libra is luring, luring, really? Ruling. Libra is ruling the Justice card. And that is all about you being diplomatic and fair and just, you know, because if you do anything unfair and unjust in the month of June, that will not go well, really. Okay, it will not go well with the Justice card being here. Okay, so be mindful that you're, you know, doing everything legally, that you're doing everything fairly, and if you're working with other people, that you are considerate and that you have compassion for their troubles and their traumas as well, because we have the House of 8. You know, every person has their own set of traumas and baggage to wear, and sometimes we forget that, and you shouldn't forget that in the month of June. Okay, yes, again, underneath the Hierophant we do have the opposition. So I think that you have this talent, and I think it's related to some hidden knowledge, and I think you are afraid you will meet some opposition, maybe in your inner circle, maybe whatever. But I'm here to tell you that it's time for you to actually make a move on this knowledge that you have, and to make something of it, slowly but surely, you know, step by step. With the House 6, it's about daily doing something. So maybe just put 10 minutes a day into this new project that you are unwilling to share with the world, and you should. You're kind of holding yourself back with not sharing this. Okay, I think sharing your knowledge will help you open a whole lot of doors and make this 3 of Wands like into something better. Okay, so yeah, again, I don't think you're moving towards this. I think there might be a subconscious block that is being relieved in the month of June, because we have the Moon here in reverse. So perhaps this reading can kind of be eye-opening for some of you in order to do that. Yes. Okay, so just stop holding on to the past and the safe and secure. And if you do have to work like 2 jobs, like the job, your mundane job, and you have this other gift that you have to do, just do it both until the other one becomes your priority, makes enough money for you to actually sustain yourself. Okay, all right, so what else do we have? Pluto is transiting, I said, that your 11th house. We do have the full moon in your 10th house, and when is that happening? On the 14th of June. So full moon in the 10th house is also bringing some kind of completion. So you might be finishing a project. If you're searching for a job, your search could be very much done in the month of June, especially mid-month when we have the full moon happening. And so the latter part of the month, from the 14th on till the end of the June, you can get a new job if you wish to do so. And if you're starting this new creative project, there's a new moon in your 5th house, and on 29th of June, and it's conjuncting Lilith. So again, this job or this knowledge that you might have, it might be a bit darker in nature for some of you with Pluto there, and with this new moon conjuncting Lilith in your 5th house. So it might be some kind of a bit of darker knowledge, but you are still compelled here to share it. Okay, if nothing, so that we can find an antidote for it. All right. All right, let's move on to the love part of the reading. This was very interesting, dear Pisces. Okay, so let's see, what do we have? We have Hierophant, which would be the Page of Swords. We have the Empress, beautiful card. We have Consider Your Foundation. Look at how committed you are to love. When I saw this Consider Your Foundation after you know, pulling this Seven of Wands here, which in the book talks about all of the ancestral stuff. Again, I channel like ancestral, and we have the house here as well. So maybe ancestral healing could be done on both sides, like removing some ancestral patterns for yourself could also help your love life as well. And we have the card Actions Speak Loudly. Express your love through action. Exactly, again, we have this card of initiation here with the Ragonite and Fire Element, which is a card of action. You know, so I think it's time in the month of June that you actually stir in your own wheel. It's time to take action in both areas of life, financial and love part of the reading, and in general, like take the wheel. Okay, stop being in a tides and going with the tides and with the flow. I think it's time for you to take the steering wheel to actually do something, guys. Okay, so for those of you who are in a relationship, of course, you should express your love through actions, it says here, and you need to look at how committed you are to love. Okay, so perhaps it's time, you know, to actually do something for your partner here, and something that might require some effort. You know, the Empress is a lovely card, but it is a card of hard work as well. And here we have the woman actually doing the work in the fields. Okay, so love might feel like hard work sometimes, but we do have here, look at how committed you are to love. You know, sometimes we forget, you know, that relationship is well, sort of a job as well. You know, not every day is gonna be, you know, beautiful and shiny and breezy. Sometimes we face things because this is life, and not everybody's evolved to just like be on a high vibes, especially because we have so many people in the lower polarity as well. And that's also important why you need to share your knowledge, not just, you know, to help others, but it will also help you in the long run. It will be easier for you to operate in this world. Okay, and it's with Hijra there, I'm guided to also to let you know to speak to your partner like confidently, but also honestly. You know, there's like no need for you to hide yourself. I think you're hiding yourself a lot, and there is really no need for that anymore. You need to put in the hard work with the Empress card, with all these cards here, in order like to move forward. But it's a sweet kind of work, like honey, you know, and the rewards will be sweet. That's what I'm trying to say. If you just put in the work, the rewards will be sweet. You know how bees work hard, but you know how honey is sweet. Okay. All right, let's clarify a bit more with tarot. Okay, so if you're single, also consider removing some of the ancestral patterns, especially if you had a history of a negative relationship in your family, maybe considering abuse and those kind of stuff, etc., cheating, whatever you have. It's time maybe to clear this trapped emotions that you inherited or shared with your family members as well. Okay, all right, let's clarify a bit more with the tarot. Okay, so as I shuffle, I would like to invite you again that you comment down below how is this reading resonating with you. It's fun for me to read those. We have again the same cards almost for the last reading as well. So we have the King of Cups and we have the Hermit in reverse. So the King of Cups is a master of his emotions. So for some of you, you have actually finally learned how to master your emotions, which is sort of a big deal for Pisces to do. Okay, so but this king is standing there very like confident and very in tune with himself and with the emotions. So yes, I know it's been hard work, but congratulations Pisces for that. For those of you who are single, you actually might need a water sign here. We have how do you say, Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces. You might be another Pisces. And if you're single, it looks like you're coming out of your shell. We have here the Hermit in reverse, which is a great sign for those of you who have been single for a while. Especially the Ace of Cups came right through as I was speaking about. So Ace of Cups is about the new beginning in love. And with the Hermit in reverse, that's also signifying like end of stagnation or end of solitude as well. Okay, so for those of you who are single, you might have been single for a long time now. And in June, you have the Ace of Cups, the new opportunity in love. But before taking it, I would actually like remove the trapped emotions with the like emotion body code, or using some frequencies, or whatever makes it work for you. Okay, yeah. And for some of you in the past, you might have been hurt by another person, like using your emotions and your good-hearted nature, and perhaps that also created a block, or maybe that's ancestral block that we were like discussing, like since you do have ancestral stuff coming through for the month of June. Okay, so this might be something that you inherited. One more. Something that you're not even aware of with the house 12. Consider your emotion. House 12 is also past life, so also it might be something that you're dragging from past life, some trapped emotions as well that are kind of hindering your like love life. We have Uranus, and Uranus is transiting your 1, 2, 3, third house as we speak. That is the house of communication. So Uranus can be really blunt, and we do have the Venus over there kind of soothing this this energy. So if you're looking to meet somebody new, you actually might meet somebody like from the neighborhood, or somebody who like likes to talk, maybe somebody that you love talking to, and you kind of see them in a different light all suddenly, you know. So third house is this communication house, so you might meet somebody who you really like communicating to, who like share the same ideas and enjoy the same stuff, maybe the same books as you do, maybe the same music as you do, something along those lines as well. So for some of you, you're getting a new beginning there. And funny enough, this card is coming. Action speaks loudly. So if you were just communicating your love, because the third house is a house of communication, perhaps it's time for you to actually show some tangible results with your partner, to not be all the talk, but to actually show your love with something more like physical, whatever that means for you. It might be a small gift, it might be just roses, because here we have like roses, maybe just one rose, just something, you know, to show your affection and to show your person that you were thinking about them. Like if you're traveling, because here we have a bird, make sure like to bring something, a little gift for your partner. It can be, doesn't have to be expensive, it can be $1 thing, but just to show that you thought of them wherever you have been. Okay, so it means a lot. It's a small thing, but it means a lot. It doesn't have to be nothing extravagant. It doesn't have to be really, it's just like a token affection. Something small will do. Okay. All right, so house nice, yes. Again, if you're traveling, make sure that you bring something nice for your partner. But overall, we have lovely energies here. We have the trines, so there you have angelic support, harmony, and perfect flow. So I think if you decide to do some ancestral healing, you will have some angelic helps and other realms actually conspiring to actually for you to succeed and to release some of the baggage from the past, and to have this beautiful new beginning, and to remove the past suddenly. You know, this Seven of Swords coming in reverse, but also with Uranus is a very sudden and electric bolt of energy. So you might be relieved from the past in this one sudden bolt and suddenly you have this kind of open heart and heart awakening. So lovely energies here, Pisces. I hope you enjoyed this energy. And lastly, I'm going to do the part of the reading where I answer a specific question of yours with this beautiful deck. So please try to think of one question, and I will try to give you a direct answer. But if you think of too many, we might get more cards. But then again, there are a few people watching this, but please try to, okay, perfect. Thank you. I want to say that you please try to focus on one so that we'll have one card. We did have Lizard Spirit coming like this, so I'm going to read it like upright and reverse as well. And Lizard Spirit says, dream the world into being. I'm going to start with the reverse message, which would be 38. Okay, so protection message. So for some of you, it came reversed. So have you been allowing your imagination to run amok and dream up a nightmare that seems to have come true? Fear not, for whatever dreaming you did in the past can change today as you dream anew. Wake up from the perception that everything is wrong. Lizard Spirit asks you to open your eyes and to consciously dream a better dream. What would it look like to already have what you desire and to be the one you wish to be? How might it feel to work towards co-creating this new dream as a reality in the world of senses, drawing it out of the world of dreams and building it into the world of form? Trust in your ability to dream anew. Honor it today. Okay, now the upright message. When was the last time you bathed in the sun and allowed yourself to daydream, to imagine what might be and who you might become? Lizard Spirit appears when you are called to let your imagination flow and dream something new. Inspiration is available to you now if you are willing to slow down and let your eyes close a little, allowing ideas to dance in your head. What might come into being if you were to pursue your dream? How might you grow and expand it if you allow yourself to dare to believe in the impossible? Make it possible first in your dreaming mind and then in the world as you co-create with the spirit. Given to the power of imagination, and soon your dream will become clear. The steps will reveal themselves, and what was once like impossible in your mind will become coming into form. Dream it and be it. And be it. Spirit asks you to dare to dream big. Okay, that's all I have for you in this reading, but you can also enjoy the readings I made for your rising sign and your moon sign as well. Thank you for sharing your time with me, wonderful Pisces. It was a pleasure to read for you. Please comment what kind of videos would you like me to create for you and the impressions of this reading. Like, share, subscribe, click the notification bell so you know when my pick a card readings are out. And have a beautiful June. Enjoy.